So those are kind of the three minor disagreements, things that Kellenberg believes that Eric can kind of shore up or as addressed elsewhere. But he says then that he's going to turn then to what he takes as the central difficulty to Hare's model. So this is his big takeaway that he wants to say I disagree with the most on. So he says, why ought we assume that the Christian moral life is all about commands, right? So why should we assume that the Christian moral life is just all about the commands? Recall that by Hare's account, there are many goods in life among which the individual ranges freely, that we can pick and choose certain things. Not everything is command, so there is choice offered to us, and we're able to pick from those and be not right or wrong, but just have the ability to pick. Moral obligation, by Hare's account, is that subset of those goods that are explicitly commanded by God. But why assume it's all about God as commander? God is pleased to be called by many names and occupies many roles. To restrict it all to a single name or role is to get something wrong, right? So we probably have made the same point before. If all you view from Scripture is that God is love, right? So one of the 5 verses that all unbelievers know, and so they'll be willing to throw back at you, well, you know, God is love, and this doesn't seem very loving of you. You should be more like your God, right? But he's not only love, right? He's not only a commander. He is also various other things. He's a judge and a friend and father and a king. And all those things have different agencies to them. So why are we just focused here on assuming that God is only a commander? It's not that commands are irrelevant. It's the making commands the whole story. It distorts the picture of Scripture here.
Right. Good. Yeah. And so he kind of doubles down on this notion, right, of, you know, seeing God only as a commander, and therefore moral obligation only comes from commands. He says, just as we occupy many nuanced roles with each other, so too God is pleased to reveal himself to us in manifold roles, and we learn to relate to him accordingly. The Christian moral life does not happen only in those moments when we relate to God as a commander, right? Moreover, insofar as Jesus is the Word who fully reveals the Father, then there is no good reason to take the wonderful breadth and variety that is language and elevate a single speech act, right, command, into a place of dominance. He says this is not to say that Hare's model of Christian ethics is incorrect, but that he believes it is incomplete. And so that's kind of his basic criticism here.
So if you have a God who acts virtuous, then by virtue, you have an ethical God. So I'm sure he will like that position a bit more.